Hello, I'm Franklin Marshall III.
And this is Cyrus, and this is the podcast where we interview people with podcasts. All right, we're back, season 2.
Here we are.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since we filmed last.
Yeah, well, that's not necessarily true.
No, we talked on the phone. We didn't see each other face to face.
We did a FaceTime.
That doesn't count. You could be anything. Those FaceTimes could be lies.
I really don't like the FaceTime,
No.
honestly. It's like when somebody calls, or I'll text somebody, and then they'll respond with the FaceTime.
Disgusting.
It's like, I'm on the shitter. What
Yeah.
do you want me to do?
Especially as a bald man. I just look like an egg, like a talking egg.
No, if it's you, yeah, I'm not going to answer.
No, I would never FaceTime.
You like the voice messages, though.
I like voice
Yeah,
messages.
it's awful.
I don't
It's
like
like I
writing.
text you, and then you respond, just call me.
No.
Yeah,
I want you to hear my voice, so you know my inflections.
But it doesn't, yeah, but that's what the phone calls for.
I don't really like reading or writing.
Yeah, I can tell that.
I'm a little dyslexic.
Yeah.
It's easier for me.
Anyway, so we're here.
Yeah. By the way, I starved myself for this for the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
to make
that it?
myself look good.
Well, is that like a new diet?
That's how dieting works. You just don't eat a lot of food, and
You don't eat at all?
No, I eat food, but it's not enough, and I lose weight.
Well, you're talking to an expert.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. I eat paper about 4 times a day.
That's healthy.
Actually, there's a girl, I'll get to it. It's a fact, but I might as well tell it now.
Yeah.
She eats 75 like quarts of toilet paper.
What's a quart of toilet paper?
I don't know, maybe it's not a quart.
That's not a.
Let me just say, she eats a lot of toilet paper, and she says it's like crack cocaine. And so far, no medical problems. You know, but what I want to know is she eating it during or after she's wiping with it?
I think she's different. I think she has a different sort of toilet paper she eats.
Was it like Charmin, or is it like?
I hope she's Charmin.
Yeah, you think?
I
what
hope
do you
she
think
gets the premium stuff.
What do you think the best tasting toilet paper would be?
I'm probably Charmin. Yeah.
Charmin?
Maybe Scott.
Scott?
Scott's.
What's Scott's? No, that's like what they put in the 7-Eleven.
No, that's like Kroger brand.
No, that's like a paper towel.
Yeah, that's like you don't want to eat that.
No, I would want to eat that.
You want to eat that? You know, you want to
Yeah,
eat
it's
the
like
premium
crunch.
stuff.
It's crunch like crunchy.
No, that's like eating like the knockoff cereal.
I like the knockoff cereal.
Oh. You're a lowbrow taste.
I'm a lowbrow person.
So,
All right,
season
yeah.
2,
Yeah, right.
right? We're back.
We're back.
And we're gonna have guests back.
Oh,
right?
yes. Well,
Who's our guest for the day, Franklin?
look, I've only been trying to enhance our visibility, you know, and pitch us. 'Cause I really like myself, but I really like you too. Not as much as myself, but I wanted to get us together and be like, okay, first episode, second season. Who am I inviting for the first guest?
It's a big.
It's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
So I invited Netflix, Hulu, Comedy Central, HBO, and Adult Swim.
What does that mean?
Well,
How do you invite? Those aren't people to invite.
yeah, the people. Well, they're people on LinkedIn. That's where I message them.
You just message Netflix.
Yeah, you can do it on LinkedIn. You can message any of them. And I did it all of them because I couldn't get a response. So I just said, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I message 5, probability says somebody's gonna.
That was your strategy.
Yeah,
You
probability.
know why not message someone who works there, like the person in charge of comedy?
I think that's who I did.
No, you just bet.
I messaged all the people who work there. Like
You watch everyone.
Yeah, I went to Netflix and I just copy and pasted the same message. Hey, want to be on the Franklin and Cyrus podcast? It's a lot of fun. You'd really like it. And that was it.
This is be a great moment to tell everyone. Please follow us on YouTube because we're probably now banned from every major streaming service.
Why would you say that? That's like a pitch. That's to get them like noticed.
I think you just spammed the whole company. You were definitely on a watch list.
No,
now.
it's not spam.
You probably got sent to the FBI.
That's outreach.
I mean,
That's outreach.
yeah, that outreach to like the FBI. You probably have a restraining order against you
Listen,
pretty soon.
since we did the last podcast, I educated myself.
Oh, you did?
Because people were saying, oh, Franklin's not very educated. He's asking a lot of stupid things, which no question is ever stupid if you're in a classroom. Anywho's.
Education gets in the way of comedy.
The point is, what was I saying?
I don't know. You're talking about how you were stupid, which
No.
I agree.
No, when I messaged them,
Yeah.
I thought like if I could, somebody at the company would see it, and then they would be like, give it up to the big guys because we're awesome. So they would see that, and then we'll come on the show.
Well, clearly that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, but
They're probably like, hey, this guy must be the same thing. Oh, he must be a psychopath with too much time on his hands.
no, I
They
think
saw your serial killer glasses. Like, oh, this guy probably wants to murder me.
you know what, I didn't check if any of them had read, so maybe it just didn't get sent.
Yeah. Well, no guests for this week, which is we're consistent at least.
Well, truthfully, if Netflix watches, theoretically they could be a guest in the future.
Well, I went to a network thing the other week. I'm talking to someone. I think I might have something for us for next week.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't want to jinx anything, but I think I'm angling at something. I think I have something.
You've already jinxed it.
No, I didn't jinx it. I didn't say anything.
By saying it, you've jinxed it.
No, by saying I think I have something, it means the door's open. It's not a jinx.
I don't think you understand
I
definition of jinx.
didn't confirm anything. Jinx is going to be like, oh, I have this person coming on this date. He said yes.
There's a serial killer named Jinx.
Okay. There's a serial killer named Franklin, probably. There's a serial killer named Cyrus
Do you think there'd be less serial killers if they had less serious, cool names? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the Night
100%.
Stalker?
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool name. But
Yeah.
what if he was like
The
small
bedwetter.
poo-poo man?
Yeah, exactly, the bedwetter.
Yeah, the bed.
I don't want a serial killer to call me the bedwetter. Like the shrimp dick killer.
Tampon ear cleaner.
Yeah.
This is like, nobody. It's like, what?
Little Balls Mike, who strangles people. You know he's a serial killer. I guarantee you, every like school shooters, you made fun of the school. If they roasted schools, no one would do it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or exchange them with water guns.
Yeah. Or not make podcasts about them. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about not give them more airtime? They're like the number one focus of the country. Why? Well, of course you want to be a serial killer.
I never understood that. It's like when people get on TV about bad guys
Yeah.
and all they say, and they get on TV talking about how the bad guys just wanted to have all this press,
Yeah.
and be shown. And I'm going,
Yes.
isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah, so you gave him a cool name and a ton of press.
Yeah, Night Stalker
Yeah.
on AM, at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
We could have took that slot.
Yeah. Speaking of our fame.
Oh, okay.
We're starting the podcast off for a new season.
No.
Like, where would you like to see? Like, what would you, maybe we'll try and manifest some success for us today. Like, where would you like to see? Like, what's a successful thing you'd like to see the podcast happen?
Anything less than getting paid for it is a failure.
Personally, I'd like to see us on Grand Theft Auto Radio.
I would love that.
We would be great.
Grand Theft Auto. So
Like, we'd go on one of the radio stations, be just Franklin and Cyrus, just ranting.
I only played the first one.
That's fine.
And so like when they're in the car and listen to radio,
yeah.
that's who it would be.
Yeah. We'd be one of the stations.
How do we get that?
I don't know. Maybe we should spam all of Rockstar Entertainment when you get home. see how that works.
Or IGN?
Yeah.
Should I contact like all the video GameStop?
Yeah, GameStop. Hit GameStop too as well.
Okay, well, I would like to start with a question that is like a callback to last
I love a
season.
callback.
You're a comedian. So like you were saying, if a robber, a thief, thieves, came in, and I said, how would you react? You said, well, I would drop my pants.
Yeah.
You didn't want this smoke.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Counter to that.
Okay.
What if they're also naked?
That's a whole different set of problems.
See? I knew this would be a conundrum.
Yeah. If they're naked,
Okay, so like they walk in, two scenarios.
I'm running, honestly.
Well, wait, two scenarios.
Yeah.
They walk in, they're not naked, you do the pants thing, and then they take off their pants.
Yeah.
Now what?
I'd be like, I would offer a draw. I'd be like, sir, I think this is a draw.
What if he's just like, no, we're dueling? And then you go into the stalls and you race pee streams.
You know what? I would start peeing.
You race a pee stream
No,
right
I would just
there?
pee it on the spot. I'd make eye contact and I would just start peeing.
Well, if he starts peeing too, well, he just takes a dump.
Yeah. I think he just.
You know what I was thinking when you're what's the cashier thinking during all this?
He's probably hard.
he's popping those rhino pills.
It's like, oh, fuck, yes.
I knew these were.
I jerked off this before. This is perfect.
He posts this on TikTok the next day.
I'm going viral. It's like, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, that's funny. So really, you don't have any good answers.
That's tough, man. It's tough to escalate him. I think...
Like, how do you deal with an angry, naked thief? I mean, you can't get naked too.
I mean, you have to start defecating.
No, I think actually, if he was naked, came in naked, I think getting naked would work. He'd be like, "Oh, one of me." You know? He'd be like, "You want to rob this place too?"
I think you got to just start dating this person.
He's like, "What gang are you from?"
Yeah. At that point, that's your soulmate, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's
Yeah.
like, I'd be like, I call my parents, like, I guess I'm gay now. I didn't plan for this way.
I came out of the closet. It was in a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. I didn't choose this. Clearly, fate decided my path.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Bears are a big topic now.
Big, yeah.
Have you ever milked a bear?
No, I don't think anyone's ever milked a bear.
You don't think anybody's ever?
No,
No,
milked
unlike
a bear.
farms, they milk bears.
They've never milked a bear. Bears aren't even domesticated.
Have you seen the show Yellow Brick? Yellow Rock?
Yellowstone?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They've never milked a bear.
Yeah, they don't show it on screen, but you know it's happening.
No. You know what? In fact, I'd say the next big challenge for our society is to domesticate bears.
Did you hear about? And I wrote about it, but
Russia's working on this.
No.
We're behind.
no, there's a pair of people who bought a dog.
Yeah.
Listen to this. 2 years later, they found out the dog was a bear.
Yeah, those people were idiots. I saw yeah, I was like, how did you mess it? And it was clearly a bear. I saw the
so
photo. I'm
funny.
like, this was never a dog. This was clearly a bear from the
How does that
joke.
happen? How does a puppet bear look like a dog?
No, I think the question is how you're so dumb that you don't realize.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're a bear. But that is the next, I think, big hurdle for mankind. is
Domesticated
a
bear.
Yeah, why don't we get a new pet?
What's a bear gonna do in the house?
What's a dog do in the house?
Better unconditional love.
Yeah, a bear will give you unconditional love.
Yeah, and suffocate me while he's sitting on me.
Once he's domesticated, he won't suffocate you.
Could I sit on him?
Yeah.
Could I ride him?
Yeah, of course. It's
Like
your
a
pet.
warrior.
Yeah.
I could
This
do
is
that.
this is the next thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, have you seen the videos of Russia? They're doing this. There's a bear
well,
domestication arms race.
If Russia's doing it, I don't know if I
Well,
want
you want to fall
with it.
behind them?
No.
We didn't let them get to the moon. We didn't
bear-
let them get to the moon.
the
But why would we
bear-
let them get to the bears?
You're right. The bear race.
We're in the bear race.
We're in the bear race.
It's the bears are supposed to start, and we're behind.
Yeah, sometimes it's like initially you say something, I'm like, I'm against it. But then you bring it back around and I go, you're right.
I think we should be a think tank,
On Shark Tank.
but for thoughts.
Well, how's that work?
Like we just think and we give the government ideas. Like the government's not talking about bear
I feel like
races.
everybody wants that job. Where everybody's like, oh, I got ideas. Isn't there a job where I could just give them ideas and get them made?
Yeah, well, there is that job.
There is?
Yeah, it's called think tanks.
That's really a thing?
That's a job. Yeah, yeah.
How do we get that job?
I don't know, man. Maybe this podcast takes off. some of the government will be like, oh, these guys are thinking right.
All right, you want me to keep...
You know, I have something I guess you want to share.
Oh, excuse me?
Something that's a modern
Okay.
solution to modern problems.
Modern solution.
Well, actually,
modern problem.
incorporation of modern technology into the podcasting. You know, AI, ChatGPT, it's the future. I've decided, as part of this podcast, we'll do a segment where we give ChatGPT some airtime.
Oh,
I asked him some movie pitches.
sorry. Is it him?
He gave me a very masculine vibes when I was working with him. I guess he's a they. I
Can
think
you
they're
ask?
non-binary.
Can you ask them their?
I will
pronouns?
ask them the pronouns.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I will do that.
Listen.
But yeah, I figure the robots will take over one day and imprison and murder us all. And I think hopefully the AI will see, hey, these guys gave me airtime before anyone else, so I'll spare his family because they were cool when they knew me from day one. So I asked ChatGPT to come up with some movie pitches. I'm gonna run them by you.
Okay.
Cheese Dreams, a cooking show where contestants must use cheese as a main ingredient in all their dishes. That's your TV show page. Sorry.
So it's like a cooking show,
Yeah.
and it's a contest like a British Bake Off,
Yeah.
and they bake with cheese.
Yeah.
can they involve some kind of like, I don't know, creature in there, like an animal?
Yeah, like deer.
Yeah, and the deer, but the deer's like the host who brings the cheese to the table.
I love that actually. That's a great.
Okay, well,
I think ChatGPT, Frankenstein's collab. This is
yeah,
good.
this is good.
This is a great one. I feel like the show. I feel like ChatGPT is watching our show. Honestly, Alien Matchmaker, a dating show where single humans are matched with single aliens.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Loved it.
Sold. NBC.
Yeah, this is
Netflix. Hello.
honestly these two shows better than anything I've seen on television in the last 10 years.
You know, I'm gonna agree. Yeah, I agree.
This one's a banger. Zombie Love Island. A group of single zombies compete for the affections of one human survivor.
This is genius.
This is like The Bachelor except good.
I don't even. That's better than Blonde is Love or
The
other-
Alien Matchmaker.
I don't know. They have shows.
Oh,
that-
Bachelor.
yeah, Bachelor.
It's way better than The Bachelor. I'd watch this. This is everyone watches. Everyone will like it. Men will like it. It has something for everybody.
How do you get the aliens? Are they illegal immigrants? Is that what you mean?
Well, those are zombies. This is a zombie island.
Oh.
Zombies, yeah.
Oh. Oops.
The Great Pillow Fight, a competition show where contestants battle it out to see who can design the comfiest pillow.
Oh,
What a lovely show.
so like it's like a fashion show for pillows.
Yeah. Like Project Runway, except for pillows.
You know what I would say? You know, some anime weebs going in there with the body.
Yeah,
pillow.
he's getting kicked out first round. Like, sir, why is this pillow a woman and why is there already jizz on it?
You know, so I did research on anime since our last thing. I didn't know what it is, and I saw all these body pillows of anime character girls. Zero, is that?
yeah.
And he was making out with it.
Yeah, they do that a lot. It's kind of very disconcerting.
That was on Tic Tac, by the way. So
Somehow you can say shadow. You say, hey, dick, you're shadow banned. But if you make love to a pillow, that's above and board. So
maybe agree.
love is love, I guess. Mime Wars, a surreal action comedy about rival gangs of mimes battling out for control of the city.
like mom's like,
Yeah, that's
funny.
these are great. These are great
I
pitches.
feel like those are things I would have come up with.
Yeah, there's a great sense of humor, honestly.
Yeah.
This is the final TV show pitch from ChatGPT. The Great Chicken Run, a competition show where contestants must train and race their pet chickens.
Genius.
Actually, there's one more after this. This one is really great.
I feel like that probably exists.
No, it's not. It's not yet. This is ahead of the curve.
Oh, okay.
This is what the technology is going to bring us.
No, I understand.
Surviving the Apocalypse with Martha Stewart. The lifestyle guru teaches viewers how to live in style during the end of the world.
That's genius.
Applicable.
Oh, Snoop Dogg involved with that too?
I'm sure he makes a cameo,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
I mean, this guy is could be the hottest producer in Hollywood.
You should ask the audience which one they like the most,
Okay.
and tell them to tag Netflix.
Yeah. So you can just ask them, actually.
No, I want you to do it.
You just asked me. Do you want me to repeat that too?
Yeah, I
verbatim?
do. Yeah.
So if you like AI and you like ChatGPT ideas, tag your favorite TV show and then tag Netflix. Probably don't mention Franklin because he's probably on a do not talk to. He probably has a restraining order.
Yeah, all
against
right, I'm
him
going to cut
from
you there.
Netflix. Yeah.
Let's do it over, bring it back, and dial down the.
Franklin has a restraining order to Netflix, so he can't reach out to them. But we want you, the audience, to reach out to Netflix, Hulu, Adult Swim. Let them know which ChatGPT TV show idea is the best one.
Thank you. And we'd be hosting that, by the way.
Yeah, we'd be hosting this. Yeah.
All right. Go on. Or are you done?
There, you're next.
Could you defeat a team of 6 graders in dodgeball single-handedly?
Yeah, how big's the team?
Let's say it's 10 players.
How many balls?
A lot of balls. I don't know how many balls are in dodgeball.
I'd say if there's, you know what? Yeah, I could whop them.
Yeah?
Team of 6th graders. Yeah, I'd strike hard first, put fear in their hearts, and then I think I could.
You wouldn't like take down your ability a notch just to kind of like.
Oh no.
No, you destroy them.
No, yeah, kids these days they're not really beaten by their parents.
Yeah.
Or
So would you use physical force?
it's dodgeball. I would
Yeah.
throw the ball as far as I can.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get beaten.
What if it was with bowling balls?
I can't really go too hard because then I'll go to jail.
Why? It's a game. You know, they signed up. It's consensual.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
I'd feel bad killing a child, so I don't want to.
Well, nobody said I ain't be killing.
If you throw a bowling ball hard, first I couldn't even. It wouldn't even work. I can't rocket a bowling ball at like 50 miles an hour at a 6-year-old's head. It's impossible physically
Okay.
and spiritually as well.
A man from the future
Okay.
visits you,
Yeah.
and he says, you can ask me 3 questions about the future, but I have to stick a finger in your butt while I'm asking them. A, would you do it?
Yeah.
B, if you do it, what questions are you asking?
It's 3. It's just a finger in my butt. For how long? Like just for the duration of the question. Yeah, I would do it. It's worth it.
Okay, now what are you asking?
I'd ask
You
him
sick person.
what stocks to invest in.
Okay.
I ask him what lottery numbers are gonna. I ask him what the lottery numbers are gonna be. I'd ask him what stocks to invest in. I'd ask him how much time before the world ends.
So basically, your questions are money, when does the world end?
Yeah.
When money won't be necessary.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
So
I want to make money.
That
and
makes no sense.
What's my spending time? Like, all right, okay. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna make a bunch of money with the lottery. I'm gonna win the lottery, reinvest in the stock market, triple it.
But if you're winning the lottery, what do you need the stock market for?
I want to make a lot of money, you know. And then it's like, oh, we have 50 years, then I'll know, like, okay, I can buy like a bunch of yachts. And if it's like, oh, we'll want it for a while, I'll like save it for kids.
You would use a yacht?
I mean, if the world's ending, why not have a yacht?
I want to have a plane or teleportation.
Why not have both?
I mean, if you have that amount of
Yeah,
money.
I got that finger at the butt money. You know, I can do anything. That future finger up the butt money. Opportunities, possibilities are
It's a
endless.
funny scenario.
Yeah, it's a great scenario. Honestly, I would question someone's sexuality who said no to
Well,
that.
he's a genie in a bottle. He's gender neutral.
Yeah, but like, you know, butt stuff's a
He
little
swings
questionable.
all ways and has all the things to swing them.
Yeah, that kind of makes it even more.
Awesome.
Yeah. But like, it's worth it for the money.
Yeah, anything is worth for money.
I mean,
What's-
like, a
what-
nickel isn't worth it.
Okay, what's one thing? Where do you draw the line? Like somebody says, "I'll give you $1 billion." What wouldn't you do for $1 billion?
I don't know, man. I'd probably do anything.
All right,
honestly.
let's say
$1 billion.
you know, Hasbro.
Yeah.
Hasbro.
I mean, I know the shame I can endure from my current income
Who's the
level. $1 billion, I could probably handle a lot of shame.
So you could just somebody say, "I'm gonna take a dump on your head."
For $1 billion?
Yeah. Now you gotta eat it, while fingers in your butt, and you're now in a human
It's $1 billion,
centipede.
you know? If I come out the end and I can just still live my
You're
life.
just gonna pay to get your memory erased, and you're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are always like, oh, I won't do this for this much money. Those are the people that fold the fastest.
I think I would ask, is TikTok still a thing? Hopefully not. You know,
That's the information you want.
but yeah, because I want to know what the culture is. I want to know how I can, still be a comedian. You know what I got, what systems I got to gain. And I would ask if we get the aliens, if aliens come, and if they do, if they like comedy, and that's I think, and also if there'd be some sensual touchings between aliens and humans.
That'd be great. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, and see if we could like crossbreed a
Now you're speaking my language.
yeah, no. I regret saying that.
You're speaking my language.
I'm not gonna ask that question when he comes.
I got.
Maybe I'd ask it. Is mumble rap still a thing?
I doubt it. I got 2 questions I want to ask, and these are special questions.
Okay.
Because they come from my father.
Oh gosh.
My father's a fan of the show.
I can't put the pen back for this.
He called me one day. He's like, I have questions for you guys. He really played him up. And he was like,
Can we talk about his Facebook profile?
yeah, sure. You want to go ahead?
Cyrus's dad has this Facebook profile picture that looks like every
Looks like a fake profile.
account.
Yeah, his account looks like a fake account. Yeah. He's half Persian, so it's just like a Middle Eastern guy, like a nondescript location, and then the things he share are half in Persian. So like so it's like, oh, this guy's definitely a spam bot from Persia.
He looks like he's gonna DM you, ask you for your credit card, and say, "Use this code, you'll get 15% off." Amazon review.
Yeah. Or he looks like one of those accounts where it messages random women saying, "Show me your bobs." He definitely looks like one of those
I
accounts.
will travel to
He
your
doesn't.
country if you if you send me your credit card number.
Yeah, sweetie, please. I have money. Just give me your money first.
Oh, your poor dad.
Yeah, he's a big fan of the show, which I'm shocked because he doesn't really like comedy.
Yeah,
So he gave me 2 questions. One, if you were a chef at the White House, what food would you add to the menu? It's a great question, by the way. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah, wow. If I was a chef at the White House,
Yeah.
what would I? Well, what would you do?
I would what I would do is I'd add those street hot dogs. You know, you get with the bacon wrapped from the side of the street.
Oh.
I feel like they're a real piece of Americana.
I would take the school deep dish lunches from middle school.
That's great. Yeah, the little square pizzas.
yeah.
They show 'em.
Those are the best pizza. Why don't they have a store that sells those?
Where can you get those pizzas?
I don't know.
Who buys them?
We
How can I
should-
can buy them?
We're gonna start a pizza place, middle school pizza.
Yeah, and the tater tots too.
Yeah, and we just sell middle school food.
Yeah, you get the little carton of
fruit
milk.
roll-ups.
Yeah,
You know, fruit by the foot.
yeah,
Not Lorna Dunes because you're a psychopath if you like those.
yeah.
Or Fig Newtons. You know,
They didn't have fig nose in my school.
oh, they grew up to be serial killers. Then again,
They have a
people think
podcast
I'm
at
one.
least.
yeah,
They're great. They're great.
yeah, they're doing better than us.
Yeah. And my next question. Can you have sex with the angels in heaven? He's getting older, so this might be a relevant question for him.
I mean, I would imagine that's. It
It seems like
depends.
kind of a buzzkill if you couldn't bang the angels.
Mr. Naderpour, I believe if it's consensual,
Yeah.
that you would be able to have sensual touchings with an angel. However, I want to preference consensual because angels, you know,
Well, you're not going to be able to do anything to an angel. Let's be real. They have the power. I mean, they can make you not consent.
maybe a devil, you know, or a demon, because demons are very sexual.
Well, demon, it's not going to be consensual with a demon.
Well, maybe your devil liked that.
I don't know.
Knowing you, man.
I don't think he's going to like that one. I don't think he's going to like that
No,
one.
wow, a demon just take him over, you know, ravage him.
I don't think he's going to like
He'd
that.
love that.
Nah, I don't think he would.
All right, let me give you a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let's say a demon ravaged him, and then the demon says, "Ha, joke's on you, I'm actually an angel." And the angel's like, "I just did that because I thought you would like it, because I'm really into you."
Joke's on you, you're in heaven your whole time. It's a prank. Remember those prank shows in heaven? I'd like, send me to hell. Please, it can't be worse than this. You're in heaven. Someone's like, does size matter?
It would be so fun if heaven was just like all prank jokes, and that one person with the acoustic guitar that has to play everywhere, and they're just everywhere. They're
It's
just
like,
playing.
gay son or thought daughter. It's like, no.
Oh, it'd be the worst. Or just like a bunch of this. I asked for a mulatto with whipped cream and angel dust and God's semen.
Can you imagine God's doing a get ready with me? Get ready with me before I do a hurricane. Send a hurricane to Florida.
We're about to kill all these people.
Yeah. So people think it's a bad thing. But it's just part of my plan. It's just so hard that people understand this. It's part of my plan.
Jesus, stop! You buy the coffee machine again. You broke it again.
Yeah.
God, Jesus, you're a horrible son.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very complicated. Me and Jesus' relationship.
Dad just won't ever let me take over the business. It becomes like secession.
West Coast choppers as well. They're just fighting.
Oh man. Okay.
That should be a show, honestly.
Yeah,
Netflix, another banger right there.
I feel like that's all we're doing is coming up with good stuff. Should they? So you like sports, yeah?
Yeah.
You're a sport guy. Should they play basketball with swords?
Yeah. With swords, they come back.
Should they play baseball with swords?
Yeah, I don't see any sport where swords doesn't enhance the experience.
Okay. Do you think they should get rid of the play-in tournament in basketball.
The what?
The play-in tournament.
What's the playing tournament?
I don't know, but I saw it like a blurb on Twitter that they're having it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you misread something.
No.
There's no tournaments in basketball.
Yeah, no.
Oh, like March Madness.
No, play-in tournaments for the 7th and 8th seeds to get into the NBA playoffs.
I don't know about this. I don't really watch basketball. If they had swords, though, I'd watch it. I'd love to see LeBron stab someone or get stabbed.
Okay.
Now, a question. Do they have chainmail, too? Or, like, how does it work with the swords? What are we doing with this? Are they just on the hip? They have just swords? Or, like, what's going on? Are they dueling?
For basketball, they'd have chainmail
Yeah.
because that's aggressive. But baseball, no chainmail.
So, are they hitting the ball? What are they doing with the swords? Are there, like, a sword fight?
Yeah,
at,
they're
like,
chopping
third?
the ball.
Oh, they just cut the ball in half?
That's the point, yeah.
What if they have, like, at every base, they have to do, like, a little sword fight? Like fencing.
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Maybe the the people on the base have shields, but no swords. So like everybody in the outfield, they have shields, and everybody on the bench has a sword.
How far away do you think you are from Gladiator matches coming back?
Gladiator 2's coming out.
Oh, maybe that could bring it back in real
I
life.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott just creating sequels to all his movies. I feel like these old directors, they get really old and and then they're like, let's just like make sequels.
How's Gladiator 2 going to work? Like, what's it going to be about?
I don't know. Because they all died at the...
Yeah, they all died at the end. Like, literally no one's alive still.
So, like, I had a birthday recently.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. And it made me think, like, do you think birthdays are just reminders of the time that we used to have, that we left a perfectly good, warm, comforting home where rent was free and so was the food? Like it's kind of depressing because, like, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember I was born and I had everything. And now look at me.
You know, you were also living inside your mom, so that's kind of a buzzkill.
No, that's great. She's giving me all the food for free, and it's warm. And I don't have to talk to anybody. She does all the talking.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
She watches TV. I watch TV.
I feel like that's, I think Freud would have a lot to say about that.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
I think Freud would really love to hear that point of view.
Can beauty come from ashes?
I don't know what that means.
Celine Dion.
Oh, I didn't really like her.
You don't like Celine Dion?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
You know how she ended up doing a Vegas show?
No?
Like her husband had a massive gambling problem, and like they were like the casino was like trying to woo her to do the show, and they had her out there for a week, and they were taking her, they're wining her, dining her, and meanwhile they just had her husband at the poker, it's like the blackjack table, just losing thousands and thousands of dollars and millions of dollars. They just kept fed him credit, and he just kept losing money, and he racked up such a massive debt. At the end, she's like, I don't want to be a show. I was like, well, too late. Your husband owes this amount of dollars. You have to work for us now.
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Thank you for that.
Don't lose if you're gambling. That's the moral of the story.
Do you think you could ride a motorbike and kick a soccer ball around at the same time?
I need some training, but I could work my way up.
You think because there's a sport that they do that?
See, I think we need to upgrade our sports.
They are
we
doing
need
it. They have professional pillow fighting. They have professional where it's like a balloon in the air.
Yeah.
And you have to like touch it before it hits the ground. And there's two people.
That's not professional sport. That's just
swear to
that's
God,
a backyard thing.
No, that's a professional sport. Go ask your AI whatever thing.
That's a good way to upgrade. I think soccer could get bigger in America if we involved motorbikes like that.
Yeah. Soccer should be played on
I got an
ice.
idea. How about this? Motorbikes, swords, soccer. How about that? People with swords and they're sword fighting
Yeah,
and
I
they're
like
kicking
that.
the ball.
I like that.
This is the next evolution
Or
of soccer.
nunchucks.
That works too.
Yeah.
Axes as well could work.
So I read the dating world. How do you feel about this? That they put a ring on your finger if you're single, and it's not a dating app. It's just a ring you wear to show everybody you're single.
They could just tell
How
by
do
the
you feel-
loneliness on my face that I'm single.
They don't need it for you, but like, do you think that's a good thing?
This is big jewelry trying to scam, pawn off more jewelry. That's what it is. This isn't about me or you or us. This is about big jewelry trying to push more gold bands.
I was trying to help people like me.
No, they're not selling enough engagement rings, so they're trying to make the single people
Wow,
with
this is
jewelry.
great. Now I can go into a bar and go, no, I never go into a bar. But if I went into a bar, I go,
No, because then you know what it is? They're going to be like, oh, you have this type of ring. And then it's going to be the Louis Vuitton ring. And then the people are like, oh, he has a single ring, but he doesn't have the nice single
it's
ring.
one color ring.
No, but it's going to be like, oh, well, what's the material? Who's the designer? It's going to be a designer thing, and it's going to be another thing you have to buy if you're single to make people want to have sex with you. It's a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. I know a trap when I see one. It's a trap. Like Admiral Akbar.
What's your favorite thing about landline phones?
My favorite thing about landline phones was how when I used the internet, no one could talk to me.
Yeah, I like that.
That was the best
I
part
like the
of landlines.
three-way conference call.
You can still do that with a phone.
No, it was different back then. Because like somebody get on it, no, it's just different.
I never had a three-way call with a landline.
Well, there's one three-way that I had that you didn't.
Yeah. I have a question for you. You watching Star Wars? The new Mandalorian?
Absolutely.
Are you shocked by how shitty the New Republic is as a government?
No.
Yeah. Every time I watch that episodes and I see the New Republic, it's like, you guys, you destroyed two Death Stars for this? This thing, they can't even work. Doesn't do anything.
I think it's a great example of how it works in real life.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a really bad government starts. Everybody's really upset. Yeah. People come in like, we're going to start the better government.
Yeah.
Better government comes in. And they're bad too in different ways. So you get bad in this one way, bad in the other way, and you never get the good.
Yeah.
The good one.
Yeah, it's like really. I saw Obi-Wan died for this shitty bureaucracy. Like, what are you doing?
And all the Jedi are going, fuck these
fucking idiots.
These idiots. Look what we died for.
I did like how the ladies' man from SNL. I was like, does he still moonlight as the ladies' man at night?
I don't think a lot of people know who that is, but
yeah, I was like, Tim Meadows, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I thought that was great, and I liked. They had some. I've seen the show Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah,
and they had some live action characters in the newest episode.
Yeah, was that the monkey guy? That was the guy from Rebels.
Zeb.
Yeah, I wonder if it was the same guy or was it different?
You know, it was him.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I liked that he was in it. It's kind of like this is very like Democrats. Like they complain a lot, they fight when like the other people. Then when they get in power, they don't do anything. It's like exactly like you didn't do anything. It's like you fought for this.
And the Republicans get in power and they do all the wrong things.
Yeah. I will say one thing. They do run efficient. They run a tight ship, though. I was like, I give up the Empire. They did run a tight ship.
Yeah.
Don't agree with their policies, but I'm like, at least they ran things.
Yeah, I mean,
I also was surprised how shitty is Coruscant, by the way. What an absolute dump that place looks like.
Well, it was better back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, could you imagine being on a planet and the only piece of nature is a rock you can't touch? What a fucking absolute hellhole that place is.
Well, I didn't really get the rock thing.
It's like, this is the only piece of nature in this planet left. I'm like, that's a fucking nightmare.
Well, I thought that Coruscant was just like the nature was the city. Like it was just...
What was a planet before? How do they feed everyone there? That's a logistics nightmare.
Oh, man, You run down deep in a rabbit hole about Coruscant.
Yeah.
You know? How do they eat? How are they switching lanes if they're flying? Like,
yeah. It's like everywhere's New York, which I like New York, but I like New York as one part of the city. Like, I wouldn't imagine New York as the whole planet.
Well, then you go different planet.
Yeah, I guess you have to go different planet. How does it, like, how do you, like, how's the internet work? You know?
You and me?
Like planet to planet. Like I don't understand like how do people communicate across the planet? Do they have like internet signals?
They have, and when they're in the planes, they have a communication device.
Yeah, I wonder. It's like, what's it traveling on?
Energy, frequency.
It must be really great to be a scammer in that world. You just go to different planets, scam someone else, and go to another planet.
I think that's the whole dark side's plan. They scam people.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, come to the light. You idiot. You stupid Jedi. You have found the dark side.
I'm a Nigerian prince and I have $5,000.
I mean, Darth Maul's always scamming people. Like in Star Wars Rebels and he's always just like, yeah, come here, Ezra, come here. Oh, we're going to go to this thing and you're going to get this triangle. And then it's like, gotcha, sucker.
They're like the Nigerian princes of the future.
Okay. Why do people say, can I ask you something when they're going to ask it anyway? You know, it's like, oh, can I ask you something? And then they go right into the question.
Yeah.
It's like, why bother? It's like when people say, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
It's like, were you never honest with me before this moment right now?
Yeah.
You know, what's that all about, Osiris?
I will say it makes me feel good when I say these things. When I do these things, like, it makes me feel good. Like, I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest with you for a second. It's more about for me, to make me feel good.
Well, how does that make you feel good?
It just makes me feel good to know I'm going to be honest with this person right now. And that he knows that
I see. So you're like, it's like a guilt thing. Because, like, you're like, well, I'm not honest a lot, but I'm going to let this person know that in this moment, I'm going to be honest with him.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want everyone to know.
So you're a very...
It makes me feel... I'm actually honest all the time. But like, it makes me feel good to know.
Oh,
well, the words coming out, like, it makes me feel good that I'm like such a good person.
Okay. So in the news, Tic Tac, they said they're going to ban it. How do you feel? Do you think they should ban a Tic Tac? My thing is, how about they just ban it, ban people from doing it in public?
That's a good start.
I think that's a middle ground we can all agree on.
I would say ban dating content as well.
Okay, that
relationship advice.
You can get, but at the initial, it's like maybe don't ban the whole thing, but just in public, so we don't have to go grocery store and see. You know, dude, it's just like it's nonsense.
Yeah,
now.
I think it's a great starting point.
Thank you.
I agree. I will say, I'm not against them banning TikTok. I just the bill they're putting out there is like has all this other like bad stuff in it.
I didn't read it.
Yeah, I read some stuff. It's like they really just want to control the internet. It's a Trojan horse. But I got some stuff for you. I have a question for you. This is actually a kind of a really high brain question. You know, everyone's always with wars and stuff. Everyone's like the military-industrial complex. They're trying to use their money to push for wars. Do you think the movie industry is lobbying for more war so they can make more movies? Like, imagine if there's another world war. They could have like a whole, like they're running out of Marvel movies, right? Marvel movies are kind of dying off.
So you think there's a conspiracy?
Yeah, I think they might be like trying to push war
in the movie industry. What about why just war? Maybe all events, like bad events.
Yeah, I could see them.
You know, because like Titanic, you know, boom, movie.
Yeah.
You know, 9/11, boom, movie.
Yeah, I think.
You know, Iraq War, boom, movie.
Yeah.
You know, World War II, lots of movies. Vietnam, lots of movies.
Imagine World War III. Imagine saying Private Ryan 2 when it's about World War III.
You think they make a sequel?
Yeah, if World War III happens, that's why they're pushing. They have the stars in the front being like, "Oh, we want peace," but the guys in the back, they're like, "Hey, go bomb that country. That could make that place look great on film. go bomb there."
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
So do I think that's happening?
Yeah, you think that's happening?
No.
Okay, I think it could be happening.
No. No.
It's a theory.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing I get upset with people like, oh, that's not true. I mean, it's a conspiracy theory. I didn't say it's a conspiracy fact.
That's what I don't understand. People get mixed up about. I have a lot of conspiracies.
I love that.
Somewhere in here, that we'll get to.
Yeah.
But
they don't want to use the ChatGPT ideas. They're scared of the AI. So
there's a reason to be scared of that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they're so close now. I read that the new system is learning by not just text, but video and audio. And then the next version is going to just be learning by human brain. And then the next version is Terminator.
Yeah. And it's going to enslave the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you bet on sporting events?
You know, I have, and I've lost money, so I've stopped.
If I fought Logan Paul, who would Drake bet on?
Logan Paul.
Well, that's good because he'd lose then.
He's been winning recently.
But when Drake bets on him, he loses.
He's been winning recently.
All right, how about me versus you?
I think he would bet on me.
Selena Gomez versus the other girl. Bieber's girl.
I think he would bet on Bieber's girl. I think they hooked up, actually. There's rumors they hooked up.
Who hooked up?
The other, Hailey Bieber and Drake. Like, Hailey and Justin, they took a break, and then she was spotted with him.
Man,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
Salacious.
You ever feel like your sense makes sense, and then things that make sense in relation to what it makes sense, but overall doesn't make much sense at all?
Yeah, I would say that I feel that a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
I really have all the ideas that make sense. And sometimes the world doesn't understand. Sometimes I don't even understand what I say, but it's like it's that profound.
Yeah, I don't either understand what you say.
Yeah, it'll get to you when you're older.
How do people know they are telling the truth if they're always lying to themselves?
I think the truths become lies, and the lies become truths.
What?
I think Confucius talked about that. I got one for you.
Okay.
I got an aliens one.
I like aliens.
If aliens landed on Earth and you had to pick one person to represent all of humanity, who would you choose and why? That's a great question.
One more time.
I'm like, sometimes I write these questions like, wow, I'm like really smart. If aliens land on Earth and you had to pick one person to represent all of humanity, who would you choose and why?
Bill Pullman,
Who's Bill Pullman?
the president in Independence Day.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
show of power, strength.
He's already been through it.
Yeah,
He'll know exactly what to do.
yeah. Great.
Who would you pick?
I pick Ezra Miller.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why? Why?
Because
What?
Ezra Miller is a great choice because he really encompasses everything, the whole spectrum of humanity.
What?
He's out there robbing people, beating people, stealing from people, but he's also creating art, and he's a famous actor. He's really the full spectrum of human possibilities is Ezra Miller.
And he's traveled all through time.
And he's non-binary, he's everything. He's been a he, he's been a they.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, he's a they now.
Or it has?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's everything. He's all of humanity.
How do you think that's going to go down? What do you think that first interaction is going to be like?
I-
Like, hey, want to come see my guns?
Exactly. Hey, I'm on this TV show. You want to see my guns?
I got this place called Neverland. You guys should
Yeah,
come and
I got
see.
some humans locked up in the back.
Yeah, it's really great. Well, that's interesting.
They'll know what we're capable of.
Well, what do you think alien like lovemating's like? Like, what do you think that's like?
I'm
Like
hoping it's
alien
sexual.
on alien.
It's probably a lot of psychicness. There's
But
probably a
like,
lot of,
do you think they have like a P and a V, or do you think they have like two V's?
I
Or
think
two
they have
Ps?
multiple. Whatever, there's more than
So
three.
like two P's and two V's.
I think there are two options. They either have like.
So each alien can choose at any moment what they want.
I think some are just mounds and they just fuck with their minds, and I think some have like. Some aliens. There's a lot of aliens out there. There's definitely more than
course,
one.
yeah.
I think some got like a three-way prong type situation. Some
Or
probably
like one
15.
attached to the head and they gotta like
Yeah.
head each other like that.
Yeah,
Or like in the ear.
yeah,
Or like in the mouth.
yeah,
You know, or like in the nipples.
yeah.
You know, or just open the chest and you just have to.
That sounds like a fun one. That sounds like a good one. That'd be like
Yeah.
a workout too. You could do
Yeah.
like karate
Yeah.
moves, and then you're getting fit, and they're having pleasure.
Well, I would imagine they're smarter than us, so multitasking would fit.
Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of psychic mind sex.
Well, is it true then that you can get pregnant just by airborne?
No, that's something that people who cheat say.
So like, I couldn't get pregnant by just like talking to a girl?
No. If a woman says that's possible, she's lying to you and she had sex with someone else.
What's an IUED? An IUD. Is that a bomb?
Yeah, it's what it is. It's a bomb, but it's inside a girl's vagina and it blows up sperm.
Huh.
It does like terror attacks on sperms that are trying
So
to pregnate
is that
a
what
girl.
the army uses when? Because I'm always hearing they drop an IUD or whatever. So they're dropping it in women?
No, so this is actually really great. Is that they in the Iran-Iraq war, like Taliban, they used IEDs to blow up Humvees, and then our medical scientists were like, "Wow, that's really interesting. Let's put one of those in a vagina so it can blow up sperm, so it doesn't get girls pregnant."
So they're blowing up one army for a ton of army.
Yeah,
So they blow up a ton of army in a woman?
yeah, like sperm's like the army, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, and then the IUDs are like the bombs killing the army.
Savagery.
Yeah, it's like art imitating life and stuff. I got a question for you.
Okay.
It's a good one. Social media related. We were talking about it earlier. You know, IG and Twitter, they're making people pay for blue check marks.
Yeah.
How about instead of just paying, they have these people fight in the Coliseum pit for their check marks?
I support that.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what? I don't like this. It's so silly. The check mark. Everybody. First of all, why is everybody a comedian now?
Yeah.
Second of all, why is everybody famous? Everybody's famous. It's not cool to be famous anymore. You know what I am? Amos, which is short for anonymous.
Yeah, that's and maybe cool. People knew about it.
Well, they're not supposed to.
Speaking of something cool, what's like a trend you stopped participating in once it became popular?
I don't participate in any trends.
That's very smart of you.
I'm not a follower.
Yeah,
I don't really lead anybody either.
you're just a lone wolf.
I don't like groups. I don't like cliques. It's like the moment somebody likes something, like I'm opposite. If I like a band, suddenly I hear other people liking that band. I'm like, this band sucks.
Yeah.
You know, oh God, I can't even believe, you guys listen to that.
Yeah.
They're like, you listen to that all the time. Like,
Not anymore. Not since you listen to it.
do you know?
Do you know what I had to stop doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Being depressed. Once it became cool, I just didn't really want to do it anymore.
If only we could all.
That's
use
why
that.
I was depressed for. It used to be like mysterious people. People were like, "Oh, this guy's depressed."
Is that what your therapist told you to do?
No, I stopped going to one. That became popular too. I was like, all these things. Everyone started like once these influencers started doing it, I'm not doing it anymore.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't want to be depressed no more.
Let me ask you about influencers.
Yeah.
I have a theory. I think all social media influencers are just famous actors, but without the acting career.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Because they're just doing the famous stuff that famous actors do.
It's really all the bad
without the acting.
It's really all the annoying parts of actor people.
Being
None of
famous.
the talent.
Yeah.
It's
they're unemployed actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Joaquin Phoenix is probably insufferable, but he did the Joker. It's like, well, it's worth it because he did the Joker. But like,
Right.
these people just film themselves putting makeup in the morning.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't watch you.
No.
I want to see what, Olivia Munn's doing.
My favorite thing is people like they worship these influencers, and when they turn out to be bad people, they're like shocked. Like, what do you think these people were doing?
No, and I love when people are like, wow, they'd be great president. It's like, any type of fame, people are always, I trust him.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You should trust famous people the least.
yeah, exactly.
Anyone who decides to film all their life, there's something incredibly
you need
wrong
to
with
trust
yourself.
a person who does great stuff and doesn't want any recognition for it.
Yeah. Film yourself doing your daily activities and try to watch it and feel how disgusted you are about what you do. Now imagine filming all of that, liking it, and posting it. You have to be absolutely unfucking
And
hinged.
that's the world we live in. It's like I go into the bathroom, I'm doing things, I'm going, God, people film this and put it on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm going, why? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Before, because we're talking about AI.
Yeah.
AI has been creating fake history images.
So have I.
Well, so
You and me both.
That brings me to my question. What's a fake historical event you'd create?
What's a fake historical event I create? I would create the impeachment of George Bush. That'd be a great one. You know, that'd be great. Yeah, Bush getting impeached for 9/11. That would have been a great thing. That's actually a real event that should have happened. I'd like go back and fix it.
Oh man. More just talk about social media. I guess talk some more about it. There are all these like kids on the TikToks, and they're geniuses. Everybody's genius too. They're all building things. So a guy made a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Okay. So a guy made a robot. So a guy made a Star Wars hovercraft, an Iron Man suit, Spider-Man suit. So one guy 3D printed a dildo. I can't. Do you know how to work a fax machine? I don't know how to work a fax machine. How do these kids know how to do this?
I think the 3D printer is a new fax machine. That'll be like our generation's VCR.
No, it can't be that easy.
Yeah.
A fax machine is hard. You got to get that lady in the library to come over and show you how to do it every time.
When have you faxed something? Who have you faxed something
Not a lot
to?
because I don't know how to use it.
Not only who can even accept a fax?
Everybody.
I've actually never received a fax. Inbound.
Anybody who knows that.
What do you want to fax people?
Pictures of my Instagram.
What? Are you printing out Instagram pictures? Like, hey, can you fax this to like who are you even faxing it to?
You know, everybody. Just get my image out there.
Do you just go through the phone book and just start faxing people things?
I call it street art Instagram through a fax machine.
That actually would be pretty funny if you actually did this.
What are you talking about? Of course I do.
Yeah, this is a good idea, actually.
Thank you.
You should pursue this more.
Oh, wait. Scientists are trying to bring back extinct animals.
I love this.
Do you agree?
Nothing will go wrong. I've seen Jurassic Park. It worked out great.
Well, they made a woolly mammoth meatball.
Yeah, I had something about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, it's not about that, but it's woolly mammoth, passenger pigeons, some other stuff, ducky seaside sparrows, quagga, Tasmanian tiger. You know what I'm thinking is that. Oh, no, there's more.
Just go to dinosaur. Like, what are you playing with these games? Like, let's go to you know you want to make the dinosaur. Just make the fucking dinosaur and have it run wild on a.
I agree with you, but I think passenger pigeon would be great.
We could always use more pigeons. I mean, that's just going to be a drone. That's just a cover for more surveillance drones. But
we'll get there.
Speaking of woolly mammoth, they did making woolly mammoth meat. And the science. This is where people don't trust the science. The scientists who made the meatball, they don't want to eat the meatball.
That's messed up because
eat the fucking meatball. I'll eat the meatball.
I'll tell you another story. They brought back a bison that was like, I think it was 45,000 years old.
Yeah.
And the scientists ate the meat.
Good.
They ate it, and you know what they said?
Tastes good, probably.
Delicious.
Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it was.
Of course it was. Extinct meat? It's limited edition.
It's aged. It's like aged steak.
They should put a Supreme logo on it, have people line up on a block and try to get the bison meat. I have something. I think we might have influenced world events.
No.
Yeah. There's a new Cocaine Bear sequel coming out. You know what it's called? Cocaine Shark. That's got to be Flying Sharks. We talked about Cocaine Bear. I think it's all connected.
We're suing.
Yeah.
We're suing.
Yeah.
I mean, Cocaine Bear's social media even liked
They
our...
pinged us. They liked us.
liked the
They
video
commented.
where we
I know
talked
they saw
about
it.
it.
We talked about Cocaine Bear.
So we know you saw it.
Yeah.
So now...
And they saw our Flying Sharks video?
Yeah.
Cocaine Shark? That seems very eerily similar.
Sue.
We should sue.
We should...
Yeah, get on LinkedIn. Start pinging people.
Do you want me to wrap
Let's
up?
do
with
what you do a question, I do a question, and we'll wrap things up.
Did you know that loneliness is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day?
Oh, I find that very believable.
Yeah. I guess I have lung cancer.
Yeah. The lung cancer is going to be coming real quick for me as well. I have something that I think it might be very relevant to you and your interests.
Oh, thank you, Cyrus.
There's all these like, sea turtles. They keep eating the straws. They keep dying, right? And everyone's saying, stop putting plastic in the ocean because it kills sea turtles. What if we just started we got some turtles and we started microdosing them with plastic until the turtles learned how to consume the plastic, and we could evolve the turtles to eat plastic.
I don't think it works like that.
I think that works exactly like that.
No, it's not like you can microdose everybody.
Why can't you like it? You can microdose anything.
It's not like what they do at allergy clinics. They don't incrementally give you something you're allergic to, and then suddenly you're not allergic to it. Like in that scenario.
How do you know? That's literally how evolution works. The strong.
I read. I know science.
Well, I watch
facts.
YouTube videos. And that's reading faster.
No, that's.
It's like having someone read the book to you.
No, that's
what kings used to do. That's how they used to learn. People read things to them.
Are you a king?
I'm a modern day king.
King.
I'm using technology to learn like a king.
Yeah, well, long live the chief, baby.
Chief needs to open up his mind to microplastics for turtles.
Chief greater than a king.
Yeah. No, it's not. The king's definitely over the chiefs.
Well, then I'm a god.
What's a god to a non-believer?
Still God.
Don't tell Kanye.
One more or what?
I think we got time for one more quick one.
Are you want to end on this one?
Yeah.
Memories first form in the womb. The asshole is also the first body part to form in the womb. It's amazing that I can't remember that my first memory is being an asshole.
I think you're still remembering it. The memory hasn't finished yet.
You got one more and then you good?
Yeah, I got one. Scientists have determined that fish can sense fear. How do you feel about that?
I think when you go into Fish with Dynamite, you're going to be in some trouble.
Yeah. So you got to spread that fear out there.
Yeah. That's a good callback to wrap up the first.
Yeah. It's season 2, baby. We're back.
Season 2, episode 1. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're on Spotify, iTunes, the Franklin Cyrus Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, TikTok at the Franklin Cyrus Pod, and Instagram at the Franklin Cyrus Pod.
Yeah, don't be shy. Just do it.
Follow us. Tell all your friends about us. Tell your enemies and your loved ones. Let them all know.